What we're going to be doing is we're going to be drawing a grid over this image and then drawing a grid that corresponds, that's larger on our drawing pad, and then using that grid to map out our drawing so we get as realistic a drawing as possible. So we're going to start by drawing out our grid, and you know from experience you can just get this as approximate as possible. For 1-inch squares, now when you draw your line, don't remove your ruler quite yet. I want you to go through and make a tick mark at every single inch, every little inch mark, and you'll see how that helps speed up our process in a little bit. Draw a tick mark there, and then I want you to connect those two dots that you've measured out from that first line. That way it gives us as parallel a line to that other line as possible. And I'll come back and square my ruler up with that other line, draw it over, and remember to make those tick marks at every inch or half inch depending on how large your drawing is. So you want to do your best to get this as straight as possible and as square as possible, because any irregularity in your squares here will not translate well for you in the final product. So really make sure you're hitting that 1 inch or that half inch mark precisely each time. So once you get all of your tick marks drawn, you're going to basically be connecting the dots. So I'll take my ruler, I'll line it up again, being as precise as possible, and I'm going to draw my lines so that I can see them. Now, these pictures might be sort of dark, so if you have an especially dark picture, draw a thicker line here so you can really see it. So you'll have your image with as clean a grid line as you can draw centered around your figure. So now I'm going to start making my rectangle here. We're drawing a 12-inch line. And for you folks with the regular size picture, the tricky part is going to be remembering to hit 1.5 inches every time. So it'll be 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5, and 12. So you can even see here that I made a little mistake. One of my marks was not quite where it should have been, and I was able to catch it, so I want to go back, erase that, and make sure that they are perfectly in line. Otherwise I'm going to get a really weird issue when I'm trying to draw my figure. So once you've double checked that your lines look like they're all at that proper 1.5 inch scale, or 1 inch if you're doing a smaller grid, you're going to go ahead and connect them. Remember to draw very lightly. Remember to draw lightly. We just need to hold our pencil sort of back by the end or by the rear and use kind of just the weight of the pencil. So you can see the difference in line weight between the interior of this grid and then its exterior. And then of course, once you are done, got our light lines drawn in here, go around and look and just really make sure that you see that these all at least look square. If they don't look square, double check it, remeasure it, and make any adjustments that you need to make.